232. Welcome, everybody. I'm sorry we don't have a big turnout, but we didn't really have a way to gauge how many folks would be here, so we planned optimistically, and here we are. Since there are so few of us and we're all pretty much on the same page, even though we have an agenda and we're generally going to try to go by the book, we can be informal about this. We don't have to be stodgy.
You don't have a parliamentarian?
Yes, our parliamentarian has been ill. She's going into a short-term skilled nursing facility, and our vice president was scheduled to be at a family reunion in Indiana, but because the parliamentarian is also her mother, she had to delay that. But she's attending to her mom, so she couldn't be here either. So her name is Cynthia Nason, and her mom is Betty. And Cynthia lives in Dothan, and Betty lives in Phoenix City. I have some announcements, and since everybody here was at the cleanup yesterday, you know about a lot of these. We had a good cleanup day. I was pleased with the quality of the event. I would like to have seen more people there, but we're going to work on that. We'll have more people there next time. As y'all know, Channel 9 came and did a piece. I didn't see it. Ann saw it. Did you see it? Did y'all record it?
Our VCRs broke. John told me to go to bed. He would come in and wake me up. And he came in, he said, "The news is on." I sat up, turned the TV on, put my glasses on, and went to sleep. But he saw it. He was pleased with it.
We'll get a copy of it from them, yes.
I used to work for WTVM. I can get you a copy probably by the end of the week.
Awesome. Yeah, we'd like to have that. We had one done 3 years ago. Was it Channel 3 that came out last time?
Channel 3.
So, and
we have a phone number to get a copy of that, an 800 number.
And as y'all know, we were also in the newspaper yesterday. That was helpful. Y'all probably saw that they removed a bunch of that debris that had been piled up down in the corner of the cemetery. But of course, there's still some there, and we'll be adding to it, but that is a step in the right direction. I will be meeting with Scott Hendricks, who works for Georgia Power in Atlanta. We're supposed to meet either Tuesday or Wednesday. I haven't been to see my email since Friday, so I don't know exactly when. But the two main issues I'll be taking up with him are we need Georgia Power to pay for our formal archaeological survey. It's going to cost $17,000. And we feel as an organization that Georgia Power should foot the bill for that. Using an archaeologist that we have engaged, which is Lamar Institute. I'm going to do the best sell I can. I'm lining up my arguments. If y'all have any suggestions, I'm open to them. Scott is a really nice guy. So far, the answer's been no on that. They've said that they would pay for fencing, and I have a feeling the fencing they said they would pay for is not what we have in mind either. They're probably thinking, what we call in Texas, cyclone fence.
Yeah.
Chain link. And of course, we want something ornamental and historic looking. So they may end up contributing to the fence fund rather than providing the fence. But at any rate, we want to get that survey done this winter, so we need the funding right away. Lamar Institute, I talked to Dan Elliott. They used to be based here. Dan and his wife still have a house in Box Springs that they're now trying to sell, but they have moved to Savannah. And he called me when I was driving here on Thursday, and one of the things he told me is that Lamar would donate $1,000 toward the cost of the survey if we can come up with the rest of the money.
Yeah, he sent us an email on that.
And yeah, I asked him to put that in writing, and I'm going to print that and show it to Scott. Maybe that'll
He did.
help us out with that. We will be touring Oliver Dam on Tuesday, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. Anybody who can go, please come. I know Laura said she would bring the kids and go. We applied for a Historic Chattahoochee Commission matching grant to publish brochures, not unlike these. We're going to publish and distribute a number of these through mail and through the Visitors Bureau and so forth, the museum. However, the number and the quality that we're able to produce will be greatly enhanced if we get that matching grant, because we're talking about in the neighborhood of $2,000 to $2,500 if our project is accepted. They announced that at their annual meeting yesterday, I think. It's held at Opelika, but I haven't been online, so I haven't been able to find out if they've posted it on the website yet. But we'll have word on that this week, and we'll know how to proceed on that. But in the meantime, Cynthia has been kind enough. She has experience in layout and design, because she's worked on magazines and other things like that. So she's put together these, and we're gonna, y'all take some, distribute them to people, please, to spread the word. Susan, who showed up yesterday, and sounds like she's going to be a really strong asset for us. She couldn't be here today because she had a prior engagement, but she saw a flyer at Nathan's
Feed and Seed.
Feed and Seed. And so you never know where somebody, and we had somebody show up that Chemist had sent an email to Bob Gaylor. And then he forwarded that to some folks, and Malone and the Butters.
We need to keep them in mind, because they are members of the Children of American Revolutionary War Soldiers. The kids have so much community service they have to do. That's one of the reasons that Carter wanted to come.
I saw that form you filled out.
I have been involved with trying to find an Austin Massey and relative to them, because I am the Massey list administrator for Roots Web, and he is in Harris County. They want to put, the Sons want to put a memorial there for him. Malone and Carter are the ones that located the cemetery based on some of the information that I had gotten from my Massey people that went up there and found it.
Oh, cool.
And Carter told me that if we do one of these again, if we can give them time, they will have other kids like her out there.
All right.
Good. So that is a good resource right there. And
yeah, that would be very helpful. And is Bob Gaylor, is his wife the one that's done published some books on Cisco? Mary Jane?
You know, I didn't ask him. I've got his email address, and I've emailed him several, about other things.
Yeah.
And something said send it to him, and it was odd because they showed up, and I had gotten an email from my husband's, one of his fraternity brothers, that said, get in touch with my brother and his wife who lived there, and it was Bob and Malone who showed up. She got the message through Bob Gaylor.
Yeah.
So I had, there were two different sources that get in touch with her.
Well, that's good.
And that's good to know.
We do have a revolutionary connection, because we have Nancy Brown, who was the widow of a revolutionary soldier who died at Class Factory. We have her death notice. We don't know for sure she's buried in the cemetery, because her husband was buried in Talbot County before she came over. But it's at least a possibility, and for all we know, there could be a revolutionary soldier there. And then one of Cynthia's ancestors filed for a pension for his service in the War of 1812. It was denied because he couldn't establish he was the individual that served. And that's why I worded he applied for a pension. But as far as we know, he did serve. It's just that his pension was denied. So, did you have...
Yeah, I was wondering if anybody had contacted possibly the Columbus Tourism
I haven't been in touch directly.
I haven't done that.
Okay.
And one thing about the brochures is, assuming we get that grant, we're going to have a lot of them, and we will be placing them